A beta version of the AI Syllabus Assistant is now available in Leganto for library staff to begin testing and using. Now you can upload a course syllabus or other file that contains references to course materials, and our smart AI will identify the references that are relevant to the resource list and create the Leganto list. This means that you can import reading list information from an existing file and use it to create a list in seconds. To use this new feature, first enable it in the Leganto Features table. Then use the Create List drop-down arrow to select Import List. Choose the Syllabus option. This feature uses large language models to scan the file. The models are pre-trained and your data is not used to train the model in any way. You can upload files as a Word document, a PDF, or a text file. I'm going to drop a file here, and now the AI is scanning the file. While that loads, I'll show this file as an example of the type of file you can use. This file includes lots of information about the course that's not relevant to Leganto. Here's a section of required materials, and there are 2 titles listed. Further down, there are also weekly resources. If we go to the bottom of the file, there's a section called Tools, which contains links to other resources that are not assigned course materials. The AI will pull only the assigned materials. The rest of the information in this file will be ignored. References don't need to be in a specific citation format. There is some variety on this example, including some full citations with a DOI and other partial references, such as this chapter in On Writing, or this reference to watch something and a link. Now let's go and see what happened in Leganto. We can see that the Syllabus Assistant found 14 items. If you get a message that it didn't find any citations in the file, you can try it again a few minutes later and see if you get different results. It also pulled out the name of the course. You can change this if you need to. I'll go ahead and create the list. Looking at the list in Leganto, you can see that it pulled resources from the entire file. We have 2 items here from the Required Materials section, and then we also have items from the Weekly Resources sections. The Syllabus Assistant will attempt to pull out the section information, which is nice because it structures the Leganto list in exactly the same way it is presented to students in their course. If we compare this list to the original file, you can see that the Required Materials section has the Stephen King book and the Strunk book. In week 1, we have a chapter. Writing is not a McDonald's hamburger. The chapter information came through as a note, but you can see the citation actually includes more metadata than was in the original file. In this case, that's because it's pulling it in from the bib record. We also have an article, a chapter from the Stephen King book, which includes again more metadata than the file, and then the video. If we look at week 3, you can see that this stunk reference actually has a typo. The author's name is Strunk, but it was still able to bring it into Leganto correctly. Scrolling down to the bottom, you can see that the list does not include these additional links in the Tools section. Because we're using generative AI, we do recommend that you review the list for accuracy. Once the list has been created, you might want to think of the workflow as being similar to rollover. You can check that everything was included from the original file, and then you'll probably need to link at least some of these resources to the library collections. The syllabus feature is designed to link where it can, but we believe it's better not to link than to link to the wrong thing, so you will likely have some you need to review manually. You can use the new Manage Link to Library option to easily check for these citations in your library collections. It will run a search on the title and author, and you can change the search or use the filters as needed. You can compare the results to the original metadata, and when you find the right item, just click on Link. This will link the citation to your library collection, and you can work through the citations as needed. We hope you'll start playing with this feature. We'll continue adjusting it over the next several months, but in the meantime, we encourage you to try it out and see if it helps you with your workflows.